Hello my pinky pals, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today we are going to be doing our own tarot cards. So I asked if anyone wanted to see this a little while ago in the community, and a lot of people were pretty excited about it. So I thought, okay, yeah, we'll do it. It's definitely, it's gonna be a big project, and this is just part one, and I feel like I didn't do much, but it took me a very long time to kind of design everything. So I did my own, like the back of the card and then the front of the card. I don't know what you would call which, but either way, I designed both of those, and then I also designed some of the actual cards. But it took me so long, and I only got 3 done. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a series, I think. But I think they turned out cute. My whole design is essentially bunny themed because, I mean, Pinky is my mascot and my nickname and all that stuff, and she's a bunny. So it just kind of works. So that's what I'm going with, a little bit of a bun theme. So I think it's really cute. I worked really hard on it. It took me a very long time to get the cards, and I actually have like playing cards, or like trading cards, I guess. I do have a deck of them. I could have done this like traditionally, but I just thought it would have taken me so long to do that. I don't think I could have. But maybe like a playing deck of cards or something. We might be able to do something with those at some point. Or even, it'd be really cute actually if I did like maybe little character cards for them, like kind of like Pokemon cards, but with my own characters. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But yeah, so we're doing the tarot cards. So I started with the kind of the front of the card, and then we move on to, I did the sun and death, which sounds scarier than it is. I mean, it's adorable. It's a little creepy, I think. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. You let me know. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I'm trying to work through my like requests and things like that. So I've got this one. We're gonna look at some like ponies later on, probably like next month, and I don't know, we'll do some other stuff as well. I do have a vacation coming up in April. I go to Missouri pretty much every April, so I will be kind of not around as much, but I will still be around. Obviously, I'm just not going to be, super around. I will be still posting, but everything will be kind of done ahead of schedule, which is probably for the best. I wish I could kind of get there, but I just can't. So I do what I can now, and that's just kind of the way it is. I actually use a lot of different brushes here. So like I use just the 6B pencil to sketch, but then I actually use the, what's it called? The mono line from the calligraphy line, I think. So yeah, I use that one, and then I use obviously my my go-to, the, I'm the worst. I'm gonna have to grab my iPad just to figure it out here. It's under inking, and I think it's just called like Scribe. I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna get it because I know if I don't, someone is going to ask me what they were, and I'm not gonna be able to remember what they were. So let's just see here. Under inking, the studio pen. So I use the studio pen. For most of the inking, I used the 6B pencil for my sketching. I used, under calligraphy, the monoline, and I also used the airbrushing, the soft brush. I did that for the cheeks because I just thought I don't know why I did it. I don't normally do, but I just kind of thought like it had a little bit more of a soft look to it, and I thought the set in general has a soft kind of a look to it. I did a whole new palette. You can see like it's not my usual colors. I actually designed a whole new palette for this so that all of the cards will have like the same colors and all that stuff, so they blend in nicely together. So I did that as well. I planned a lot ahead of time for this one, and I still felt like I got nothing done, so I don't know. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. I wanted a lot of the same elements as well. So like you'll see the little like glittery whatever star things, I guess, and the little circles and stuff. You'll see that a lot in all of the designs pretty much. And just like in general, I did quite a bit of like the same kind of designs. And the nice thing about digital is that I can also just copy and paste. So I've got the card set out and I will just continue and copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. I kind of would love to actually have these printed. I don't know if I ever will be able to or would ever be able to afford to, but I think that they're really, like, the designs that I've already come up with so far, I think are pretty cute. Like, I think they're really, really cute. So I wouldn't mind doing something like this and having a physical product, of course, but I don't know if that's something that will come about or not, but I think it would be really cute. I am very picky about this circle, I remember thinking, and I thought maybe I would do it on all of them, but I did not. I was like, I don't think that was a good idea. The only difference between the back of the card and the front of the card, and I don't know which is which, I put a thicker kind of border at the bottom because the name of each card is going to be there. So I also love the sun. I actually did like a mandala. So I didn't do a lot of mandala kind of stuff with it, but I did the look of a mandala, and I used that canvas as well, the reflection canvas, to do like a little bit of a mandala here for the sun, which I really, really liked. I love the idea of it because if you don't know, I do a lot of mandala drawing, and I haven't in a while actually. It's kind of been something that I've kind of stopped, but I did do a lot of mandala drawing. My nephew really likes mandalas, so I would draw them for him. So it's just kind of fun to get those little elements in there as well, because they are very much so like me, which I thought was fun. And then of course, I mean, everything has the big blank stare eyes. But it's just the way it is. I have no idea what was going on with my flood fill, like, for a while, and it must have been because I had it set to reference. Something was set to reference, but I could not flood fill anything, and it was really, really frustrating. So then I had to go in and just color everything in, and that was frustrating because then I wouldn't get it perfect, and then I just like everything to be perfect, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? No, I don't think so, but it just wasn't working for me. And I love the face on the sun. Of course, I like to sketch better, but I like to sketch better almost in every case, so that's fine. But I love the face. I think it looks really derpy and really cute. And then I also drew the little lines and stuff. I think you see those fairly often as well. I think they're so cute. I don't know. They just add a little je ne sais quoi to it. Sorry. I've been watching Devin Bumpkin. He's like a Sims 4 like house designer, and I just love him. I think he's hilarious. And he's always like, it just added a little bit of a it just makes me laugh. So I'm sorry. It added a little something, and I thought it was really cute. And then that was pretty much it. Most of them are like the ones that I did. I think I actually just did the easiest ones first, but they legitimately were just the ones I had ideas for. So, but I mean, what else are you gonna do other than a sun for the sun card? So that's what I did. I did the sun, and I didn't really want it to take up like a huge amount of space. I didn't want to do a whole background or anything like that. I just wanted like the sun, and then that's it. Like that's what we're here for, I think. I don't know a lot about tarot, but like the sun is the main, if it wasn't the main thing, then it wouldn't be named the sun, right? So I wanted to make sure that was the prominent item no matter what. So that's what I did. I just made it big, and I didn't really add a lot around. I think this cloud I ended up redoing because then it got a little bit wonky. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I did. I was like, wait a minute, is that the way my iPad is? Or is that just wonky? Yeah, it's wonky. So I used the actual drawing tool that will make it so that I don't draw it wonky. Probably the background thing. I don't know what I'm talking about, the canvas that I should have used to begin with, but that's okay. And then it's up. I did consider doing like a blue background-y kind of thing for this too. I don't know. I did not. You can let me know. What would you have done? And I will say the sun, the moon, the star, and the earth, I think are the only ones that aren't really like bunny themed. Like they're all cute, but I really like the bunny kind of aspect. So they will all resemble a bunny in some way, except for those ones for whatever reason. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me to put bunny ears on it, but maybe that would have been a cute idea. I'm not sure. I would have to think about it, I think, at that point. But it's done. It's over. It's done. I'm not going back to redoing anything. So that is what it is. Okay. This is getting monotonous. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why my flood fill wasn't working. I think it was a reference thing, but either way, it was a pain in the patella. This one is so yellow. I tried to change it up a little bit, but I also wasn't about going in and like coloring every single triangle there. And I didn't know what color I would have done anyway. So that's fine. It works. And then my clouds. So cute. I love that color. I love that color of blue, actually. I think that's really cute. I don't know why I tried cleaning it up, because like I fix it later by just moving it under, but I'm doing me, I guess, at this point. And that's just that. And another cloud. See, and I just kept trying too. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it was a reference. But I was like, no, this time it'll work. Maybe this time it'll work. It never worked. It just didn't work. But that's okay. And then I freaked out a little bit because I was like, oh my god, where'd my sun go? And it was quite the thing. But yeah, I used airbrush on this one as well for the cheeks. I think I did that for all of them, and I think that'll be kind of going forward my go-to. I just think it's so like, I like it better. It's nice and soft, and I like that. So we'll probably stick with that one. And then, of course, I gotta give the clouds a little bit of love anyway. Maybe not a lot of love, but a little bit. And there we go. The sun is done. I think I just have to put the title. So here, at first I thought maybe I would just handwrite it. And then I looked at that and realized, no, I hate the way my handwriting looks. So I just used the text. And played around as much as I could. It's kind of a pain because you can't sometimes, like, I had to turn it on the side to see if the font that I wanted was the one that I wanted, because it doesn't allow you to, like, see the whole screen, which is kind of frustrating while you're trying to put your text on. And then here I'm just giving it a little bit of a shadow, and then that's it. The sun is done. I'm just going to duplicate the backing, and then we are going to do the devil. Now, I did sketch a bunch, but I'm not really tracing anything. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I did a few, like, should I do this one? Should I do this one? But then I really wanted to do the devil. I like the idea for the coat that I had for it. It's essentially like the universe is inside his coat. It's like Joseph in the coat of many colors, but in this case, it's like a galaxy in there. And I don't know, that just seemed fun to me. I also really like the skull. I chose to give it like a little heart nose in the digital version, which I didn't do in the other one. And I just think that just kind of makes it really cute. I don't know. I thought it was really cute. And then I'm just doing the ears. I didn't Did I not? Yeah, I must have. This must not be. Yeah. Okay. I'm like confusing my own self here. I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do this because I didn't know if I wanted it to go above the head or kind of over the head or even like half covering the face or something like that, right? It's hard to kind of, I don't know. I couldn't quite figure it in my brain where I wanted the outfit to go, but I knew I wanted to have this like galaxy in his like person. And it kind of just got me thinking about, what was that? I can't remember now. But it just, yeah. So he's kind of got like a whole world in his coat, and I think it's really cute. And I did end up making him bigger. I didn't like the way he was so like tall. So I kind of like pushed him down, but I made the character bigger as well. So here we go. And now I'm just inking it. And I just want to say thank you for the well wishes from everybody. I really appreciate it. I still don't have any results on my heart tests, and it's getting really frustrating considering it's been 3 weeks and like 2 days, or it will be when you are looking at this. And it's just very frustrating to not know exactly what's going on, and that's just kind of where I am. So I still have the same kind of issues. I'm still dealing with the same kind of stressors and whatnot, but you know, I'm getting through it. It'll be okay. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, I just want to know, like, if it's bad news or good news, it doesn't really matter as long as I know. Also, how long is it going to take me to do that ear? And then the next one I just did, oh my god. Like, redid that first ear like 10 times, and then the second one I'm just like, you're done. I'm not bothering anymore, it's fine. That's funny. I also don't know why I touch up the stuff where it's like meeting the other liner, because I'm gonna move it and put it underneath anyway, but apparently I like to be tidy, even if it just was my liner art. I really like this white that I got because I thought it worked really good for a bunny, but it also worked really good for like the bones and stuff like that. And somebody messed up the liner right there. How dare they? So I really like that kind of like off-whitey white color. I don't know what the color name is, but I like it. I think it looks good. And the blush on the cheeks, I think that's kind of part of why I did it, because the white was so white that it was too harsh to just put it on as a solid color. So it just kind of works a little bit better if it can be pink and light and soft and just kind of airbrushed on there. So here I'm trying to be careful about where I'm putting the blue, because I then do a clipping mask to do a darker blue on the inside, and I want to make sure that I get everything I'm supposed to get and all that good stuff. But yeah, I don't see anything where I like, I don't know. I'm very tired, guys, so this will be another one of those things where I'm just rambling on. I apologize. I just got mesmerized by watching myself delete stuff. That's crazy. But here, yeah, so I'm just using the same blue. I just did another layer, and then I did the, what was this setting? Multiply setting, and then I just went over it in the blue, and yeah, I thought that looked pretty good. And then I just do the same thing, but instead I'm using the yellow, and I think I'm in multiply on the yellow as well. And I'm just essentially creating little stars, little sparkles, things like that. And this is the like galaxy that is kind of wrapped up in his cloaks or cloak. And I just really like the idea of that. I thought it was really neat and cute. I love that he has like little bunny ears on his skull and the skull is just free floating there. I think that's neat anyway. I do love making all the little stars, but it is a lot of work. It is a lot of little, you know. And then you've got to be careful because if you have too much, then it doesn't look good. But if you don't have enough, then it doesn't look good. You have to have that, like, really nice balance. I don't know that I've achieved that, but I like it. I think it looks cute. I think we're back on the clouds, and that's pretty much it. Another theme that I see a lot in these are clouds, so you might see more clouds in the future. Sorry about that if you do. And now I'm just moving it under. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy it, then I will make sure to do part 2 and do even more cards. I have a bunch planned. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you have a great night and a good day, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying it either way. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Don't forget to, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a good one. Bye.